Hi, this is Dave Forrester with Basecamp Trading, and one of the things I like to do, since I trade the S&P 500, and then I also trade a lot of the components in the S&P 500 as well. But the biggest components, as a reminder, are the Magnificent Seven stocks. So they combine for almost 35% of the weight of the S&P 500, and Nvidia is just over 8%. Microsoft is about 7%. Apple's a little over 5.5%. Amazon checks in at right around 4%. And then Alphabet, both share classes are about 3.76%. Meta checks in at 3%, and then Tesla's at 1.6%. So, since all of these have earnings reported, what I like to do is just check in with them and give a little earnings report card as kind of, how I look at it, because there was one quarter when only one out of the Magnificent Seven companies was trading above where it was before the last earnings. So I've kind of gotten this habit, thought maybe you'd want to as well, of reviewing the stocks and just seeing, are they above or below earnings. So Nvidia, right now it's trading below where it reported. And so that's the most recent reporter from back on the 20th. And then let's take a look at Microsoft. All right, so Microsoft overall, you can see it's trading below, but it did try to fill in this gap. So I give it like about a C for effort, that you can see a number of times this gap from where it closed ahead of earnings to this last earnings. It tried to fill in this gap right in through here, but didn't quite do it. So keep that same level in mind for any future breakouts. Overall, right now, it's below. So moving along to the rest of the Magnificent Seven members. Apple, I need to zoom out a little bit, and you'll see that it is strongly above where it opened last earnings. So this has been a really strong move for Apple, one of the strongest in quite a while. So there was a little bit of consolidation, but Apple is definitely above the last earnings. Checking in with Google, we can see it also has gapped up and consolidated. So right now we're split down the middle. We have two below earnings, two above, and let's see if Amazon can break the tie for us. So this is where Amazon reported. This was the open after earnings. It went a little bit higher, but not a lot of closes above. Looks like only one close above where it opened after earnings. Right now it's below. So I'm just going to look at it. It's either above or below where it opened after earnings, and it's below. So far we've got three below, two above. Let's move along and take a look at Tesla. And it consolidated for a while after the last earnings, but eventually did move up. That is hands down way above where it reported last earnings. So now we're pretty much evened up. We're 3 for 3 now. So Meta, well, it's not going to push the Mag 7 over the top because it has a big gap down from last earnings. And as you can see, these types of levels can create resistance for a while. So that's the final tally. We've got 4 stocks down after earnings, and we've got 3 up. So most of them are below the price before they reported last earnings. So I like to keep an eye on it. I also like to keep an eye on areas just like Meta is in right now. So if Meta were to break outside this channel, you could have a decent trade to the upside, potentially past like right around 691. Right now, the 50-day moving average will be some resistance beforehand, but areas where price trades after earnings are important, so keep an eye on them. And what I'd also like you to keep an eye on is a trial offer we have. So if you go to bctnow.com/join, you will get an offer to join 30 days unlimited access to our Platinum Club trading rooms for just $7. All right. Hopefully this helped you do some analysis on the S&P 500 and the Mag 7, and definitely, it's something to keep an eye on is how those stocks trade after earnings. Thanks for joining me.